Hello, welcome to the new video, and today we're going to be ranking all of the episodes in Series 14, including the Christmas special. Okay, so Church on Ruby Road marked first proper episode of Shooty Cat was the 15th Doctor. And while I mostly like this episode, I think the goblins in the episode are pretty much the weakest point, and the episode does end a bit brutal with the Goblin King getting killed off like so easy, like he's not really a threat in it. But since Shooty and Millie are really good in the episode, I'm gonna give this episode an A. The next one is Space Babies. Let me find it. What is it? Yeah, Space Babies. Space Babies is a really silly opener. It opens with first 2-3 minutes are basically Doctor explaining where he's from. Basically, they explain all of the lore, the Time Lord, he's Gallifrey. He was born in Gallifrey. Oh, clear he wasn't. But yeah, overall, the episode itself is fine until they reach the baby's part of the plot. It becomes very silly with the CGI mouths that really don't make sense. At least I didn't really like it. But yeah, they also have a monster called Bogeyman, which it was revealed that Bogeyman is literally a monster made of bogies, which yeah, silly. But yeah, overall, this episode doesn't really hold up well. Apart from apart from Shooty and 50's chemistry, I don't see anything redeemable by that. So I'm gonna give it a C. It's not the worst, but it deserves a C. The next one we had is the Devil's Court. Now this is an episode I really like. This is episode where Ruby and 15 go to I think it's 1950s. I'm not sure. I think it's 1960s, 1963. Abbey Road Studios in Liverpool, and I'm pretty sure this episode also has the second appearance of this new god that Russell T Davies is doing. Uh, Basically, the whole plot of this is that all of the music is gone, and that this god called Maestro has stolen all of the music, and no one can basically sing because they stole all of the music basically. Then Ruby and 15 basically have to fix all this, and they see that without music, the world's gonna go to shit, and they have to fix it. While I like this episode, I don't really like the musical number at the end that they do. It's gonna off-putting, and how they get saved and how Maestro gets defeated is pretty silly. Honestly, they get saved by the piano, which it is a cool way, but I feel like the Doctor should have saved them. That's it. But since I really like this episode, I'm gonna give it also an A. Next one we have Boom. Okay, this is the return of Stephen Moffat writing for Doctor Who. Now this is a really epic sci-fi. Like this is a really simple plot. It's set on this planet where there's a war on. Doctor steps on a landmine, and they basically have to talk their way out of this situation. This episode also has a really cool scene where a Ruby gets accidentally shot, and when you think she's gonna be dead, she doesn't get killed off. But yeah, this episode also reveals Verena Sethu as previously she plays two roles now. She's gonna be playing the new companion called Belinda Chandra. But yeah, this episode is perfect. It's a really cool political commentary, and I really like this episode, so it deserves an S. Okay, the next one we have is 23 Arts. Now this episode is how RTD described it as the best episode he's ever written. While I don't agree on this, this episode is very decent. I think the horror plot, like the first 15-20 minutes, are basically 10 out of 10. Like you can't go wrong. But when they delve more into, they go more to the time skipping, and they do the whole Roger Ab William and like delve more into politics. This is where I wasn't really a fan of it, and it kind of fell off with me, and I didn't really like how the ending was kind of confusing. But yeah, since this episode has a really strong start, I think I'm gonna give it a B. I think that's pretty fair. Next one we had Dot and Bubble, which I thought I was gonna be hating this, but I really love this episode. Dot and Bubble starts on this planet called Fine Time, where these people live in bubbles, and basically they didn't know how to walk and move. Doctor basically, since Shuri Gatwa was pretty much filming Sex Education, he couldn't film a lot of it, so it doesn't appear that much in the episode itself. And yeah, basically, the doctor has to help these people because they're getting eaten by slugs. And basically, the ending just shows us how these people are basically racist and they don't want the doctor's help, so they're basically just gonna die anyways. Since I love this episode, I think this episode is probably gonna be an S. I really don't have anything wrong with it. It's just really good. Okay, the next episode is called Rogue. Well, I know a lot of people like this episode. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I think the forced romance was kind of I don't know how to put this. I think the Doctor should have a love interest, but it felt kind of it happened too fast. Honestly, it's kind of like with the girl in the fireplace. I wasn't also a fan of that episode either, but it does have some cool stuff. I really like the whole when Rogue has the Doctor trapped and he just plays music. It's pretty fun. The Childers are also kind of interesting villain. And the ending is all cool. I just don't really like how Ruby gets saved so easily and Rogue is just gone. But yeah, overall this episode is okay. I'd probably put it in B. And now we have the epic finale, Legend of Ruby Sunday. This episode doesn't have much happening. It's mostly just them exploring who Ruby's mom is, the time window, introducing to us from some new members of Unit Team like Mel and not Mel, like Morris, who really didn't really do much. Of course, the episode ends on a cliffhanger that the one who waits was Sutek, and that's pretty much it. Since the finale's kind of let me down, I think I'm gonna put this episode in B. And now we have the finale, Empire of Death. This episode begins with everyone getting dusted, and basically all of it, everyone was basically dead except Mel, Ruby, and the Doctor. And I think we have a scene where the Doctor visits some woman onto some distant planet. This episode really starts well. I think the first 10-15 minutes are really strong. It's really good. Really good. There's some good character work there with Ruby 15. But after that, it kind of falls apart. When they reveal who Ruby's mother is, I think that's the worst one. That's when I really don't like it. Sutek also gets defeated really easily. Ruby puts a leash, and they drive into the vortex, and that's that. And at the end, basically, when we find who Ruby's mom is, she's just an ordinary person, and that's pretty much it. We also see the ending is pretty much just a Ruby saying hi to her mom and just saying who she is, and I think that's a cool moment. And then Ruby basically just says bye to the Doctor, but we know from the film photos that she's gonna be back. But yeah, this is my opinion, and I think this is the worst episode of the season just because it fumbles the ball so bad, and I just don't really like the episode that very much. But yeah, this is just my opinion how the season was structured. It's mostly good, but the opener and the finale are just really not good. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please please like, subscribe, share, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.